Good job, guys. Measure two. Measure two.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are just a few minutes away from beginning our graduation ceremony. As a courtesy to today's graduates and guests, we ask that you please silence all cellular and other electronic devices. Also, before we begin, we would like you to know that Grad Images is taking individual professional photos. These photos will be made available to all of the graduates electronically. If you'd like to take your own photos, we'd ask that you please be courteous to those around you, not climb over people or stand in the aisles. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the processional. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Joint Color Guard and the singing of the national anthem by our own acapellas.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Sean Doherty, Associate Professor of Human Factors and Behavioral Neurobiology. It is my privilege to welcome you to the Fall 2017 Commencement Ceremony for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University's Daytona Beach campus. At this time, it is my honor to introduce our stage guests for this morning. Please hold your applause until everyone has been recognized. Members of the platform party, as I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Starting in the back on the audience's left, Reverend David Keck, Campus Chaplain. Mrs. M.J. Caro, Registrar. Dr. Karen Gaines, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Alan Stolzer, Dean of the College of Aviation. Dr. Mike Williams, Dean of the College of Business. Dr. Maj Mirmurani, Interim Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and Research, Dean, College of Engineering. Mr. Joshua Pevitz, Senior Class President. Mr. Robert Chiasano, Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of Commercial Systems at Rockwell Collins, Incorporated, retired. Owner, RMC Consultancy, LLC. Chairman of the Board, Winnebago Industries, Incorporated, and today's speaker. Dr. P. Barry Butler, President. Dr. Satya Gangdaharan, Faculty Senate Speaker and Professor of Mechanical Engineering, and Dr. Chris Grant, Vice Chancellor for Academic Support, Daytona Beach Campus, and Mace Bearer. Please join me in demonstrating our appreciation to our distinguished guests. At this time, please stand as Reverend Keck offers the invocation.
Good morning. The aviation and aerospace sectors bring the world together by bringing people together, unless you happen to be traveling through Atlanta these days. I hope we've not lost too many of your families who want to be here with you for this important day. The world coming together is symbolized by the flags in the back and the fact that we are streaming this live to the world so your families can watch. It'd be nice to send out a special greeting to the world on behalf of aviation and aerospace sectors, and maybe choose a country at random, say Sweden, and say something in Swedish. So, hej, alla hemma I Sverige. Vi saknar er och önskar att ni kunde vara här idag. Or go Eagles in English. Let's give thanks together for the world coming together at this ceremony. At the end of the invocation, I'll say, let all God's children say. I invite you to respond with amen, or with words from your own religious tradition or your own language, or again, barring that, just say, go Eagles. Let's give thanks. Thank you, dear God. This is a day which you have made. We rejoice and are glad in it. We thank you for the students who are here. They come from all over the world. They come from all over, and they have studied, and they have learned, and they have grown together. You are presenting to us a sign of your hope for the world. In a broken and fearful world, they give us hope. So we thank you. We ask you to continue to bless them. We thank you for the family and friends who have made this possible, for the faculty, the staff, the coaches, the mentors, all who have guided them to this day. May you bless this ceremony and bless these students. And let all God's children say, amen.
Please be seated. And now, it is my privilege to welcome to the podium Dr. P. Barry Butler, President of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Thank you.
Thank you and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome you to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Daytona Beach Fall 2017 commencement ceremony. I'm particularly pleased to extend a warm welcome to the families and friends of our soon-to-be graduates, our community friends, and our distinguished guests to the most important, I expect, the graduates who are here in front of us today. We're pleased to have sign language professionals over to my left from Central Florida International Translation Services to sign the ceremony for the benefits of the hearing impaired, as well as Mr. Mike Rosalino and Mrs. Jessica Murphy to serve as our readers today. Thank you for that service. Special thanks also go to the Orlando Concert Band over here to my left for providing the music today, and our own Embry-Riddle Joint ROTC for the presentation of the colors, as well as for our acapellas for singing the national anthem and later the alma mater. We wish to recognize several groups of individuals who play key roles in the successful operation of this great university and who contribute to the success of today's ceremony. The first group includes the Board of Trustees and officers of the universities. Could I ask those to please stand at this time and be recognized? Back there, thank you very much. The second group I'd like to recognize today are those individuals who played a major role in preparing and mentoring our graduating seniors and master's degrees candidates for their future careers, our own Embry-Riddle faculty. Embry-Riddle faculty, would you please stand at this time and be recognized? Thank you for joining us today. And the final group deserving special recognition includes all of our dedicated staff. With those many hours of tireless work, this ceremony would not be possible. I ask all of those folks here in the room today to please stand for just a moment and be recognized for all your work in making today so special. Please stand up and be recognized. Perhaps the most honored guests here today are the families of our graduates. Graduates, your families' love and support have helped to make this day possible. Graduating seniors, master's, and PhD degree candidates, please stand at this time and recognize those out there in the audience who helped make today possible. There you go. Well deserved, well deserved. And now to the business at hand. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, it's my pleasure to declare the fall commencement ceremonies of Embry-Riddle officially open. I'm honored at this point to recognize our guest speaker for today's ceremony. Mr. Robert Bob Chisano is chairman of the board of Winnebago Industries. He's a former executive with Rockwell Collins and author of the best-selling book, Mediocrity is Not an Option. Known for his high energy, Bob challenges us to become more self-aware and to reach our full potential through lifelong learning and continuous change. After receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in engineering from the State University of New York, SUNY, Mr. Chisano began his career at Rockwell Collins while earning a Master's of Business Administration from the University of Iowa. At Rockwell Collins, a leader in aviation and high-integrity software for commercial and military customers, he held high-level positions that included Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of Commercial Systems. After 29 years at Rockwell Collins, Mr. Chisano became Director of the Board of Winnebago Industries in 2008 and was elected Chairman of the Board last year. Winnebago has a 50-year history of building top-quality travel motorhomes. Mr. Chisano is founder of RMC Consultancy, a company focusing on personal and leadership development, and gives back to his alma mater, the University of Iowa, as an adjunct lecturer and student mentor to many students. Please join me in welcoming Bob as our honored guest speaker today. Bob, please come forward.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Well, let's start off with this. Good morning. We can do better than that. One more time. Good morning. All right, that's good. Thank you so much. Dr. Butler, thank you so much for your very generous introduction. It gets better every time I hear you say it. I'd also like to start off by extending some thanks to some special people to me. I'd like to thank Chantel, Jacqueline, and Joseph for taking care of all the logistics that allowed me to come out and visit this great institution back earlier in the summer. Then, of course, handling all the logistics for me to make it out here safely from Iowa yesterday and to participate in this event with you. I'd also like to thank those of us that are in the crowd that have served this great country and those men and women who have graduated or are graduating today from Embry-Riddle through the ROTC program. I, as a service member, have great pride in what I did to help defend the freedoms in this country. I wake up every day thankful for the fact that I'm a citizen of this country. I want to show my gratitude to all of you in the crowd, families, friends, and students for your future service. Thank you for all you did for me and for the fellow citizens of this country, and may God bless you. I, too, like Dr. Butler, want to extend my thank you to the families and friends of the graduates. I know as I was scratching and clawing through my difficult times at engineering school, if it were not for my friends, close elements of my family, and my peer group within the study group, I would have not done as well as I did. And I never forget what they have done for me, and I appreciate the fact that Dr. Butler did that, and I also want to do that once again. So thank you, family and friends, for all you do for your acquaintances and your family members. Last but not least, I want to offer my congratulations to the graduates. Probably doesn't seem like, let's do that. It probably doesn't seem like that long ago where you showed up. It used to be for me a slide rule, but for you it's calculators and computers with an open mind about what this adventure was going to be like. And now, some period of time later, you're at this point in your life and you're ready to commence with the rest of your life. Congratulations to you, and I wish you nothing but all the best of luck, health, and happiness. Before I start, I want to share something with you that I try to do every day. Some days I do it better than others, but today when I woke up, I thought about three things, and it always puts me in a positive frame of mind, which you'll hear in a minute is extremely important to me. I'd like you to reflect on this as I go through these 3 points. First and foremost, I'd like you to self-reflect a little bit. We all sometimes get wrapped up in the trials and tribulations that we deal with every day, perhaps health challenges, perhaps financial challenges, perhaps interpersonal relationship challenges. It doesn't matter. And sometimes that can get the best of you. But when that happens to me, what I try to do is sit back and really reflect on what's important and what makes me whole, what gives me purpose. And that usually gets down to being thankful for all that I have been given. If I focus on what I've been given and how blessed I truly am, it seems that those things that have troubled me throughout the day in previous endeavors seems to become less demonstrative in my life. So I'd like you to self-reflect and again be thankful. Number 2, I don't know about you, but I get tremendous energy and passion from doing something for others. When I go to the University of Iowa and teach, I talk to students about this, and they look at me like, I'm eating ramen noodles and I'm sleeping on an air mattress. What do you expect me to do for others? And I said, a smiling face, a caring attitude, holding the door, perhaps donating blood, perhaps helping a student who's struggling. There are countless ways to do something for others. And when I do something for others, it puts me in the right frame of mind to go off and tackle the challenges ahead in the day. So I ask you to think about that. And thirdly, I'd like you to think a little bit about your life, where you currently are, and what do you have planned downstream? What's your legacy? What do you want it to be? And most importantly, what are you going to do about that to make that a reality? That applies not only to the students, but for every one of us in the room. As Dr. Butler said, I mentored countless numbers of people from all walks of life, diverse cultures, diverse backgrounds, age groups, economic conditions, where they are in their professional and personal lives and careers. And I've learned a couple common themes I want to share with you from talking to a sample size that is fairly significant and relevant statistically. Number one, many of the people I talk to don't have a plan and give very little thought to what lies ahead beyond the immediacy. I find that a little troubling, given the fact that I never want to give my life to chance, and I want to steer it to the best I can, given the capabilities that I have or don't have. Other times, I find that people count on others. Many of the employees at the company I worked for were worried about the fact that they're not getting career guidance from their supervision and from their leadership. But when I turn it around and ask them what they'd like to accomplish, many times I get a blank stare. So counting on others is a fallacy. And number three, I think it's important you think a little bit about what you want to accomplish. We have one life on this earth. We're given one period of time on this planet. And I hope you're like me, where I want to make every moment that I walk, that I exchange oxygen and CO2 on this earth, that I make it the best that I can, so when I look back in my final moments, I can be happily thankful and proud of what I've accomplished. So what do I do when these students or other mentees act in this fashion? First thing I ask them to do is become a little bit more self-aware. Think about who you really are in the calm of day, and take a good hard look at what you're strong at, what you're weak at, what you don't like, and what you do like, and think a little bit about who you are, and so you could actually advertise yourself and be fairly self-aware. When I ask, again, the number of mentees that I've spoken with, what they find out after they've figured that out for themselves or they've talked to other mentors who help them look inside themselves, I found a series of attributes that are fairly consistent. And so if you ask yourself, what can I do to differentiate myself? What can I do to become all I can be? What can I do to aspire to reach my full potential? I ask that you listen to these 5 attributes as I go through them. And as I go through them, I ask that you ask yourself, how do you stack up? And if you don't stack up as highly as you think you should, what are you planning to do about it? The first one I'd like to talk about is being an effective communicator. For me, graduating from engineering school, I thought being an effective communicator meant talking and telling people the solutions to their problems. I had been trained to evaluate, to create hypotheses, to create solutions and offer those solutions. I learned how to write fairly well. Public speaking wasn't never my strength, but I learned how to do a little bit better at it. But the one skill that many people overlook when it comes to communications is listening skills. Think about the number of people in this room, 1,500 or so. Each and every one of us come from different backgrounds, beliefs, values, attributes, experiences, and what a shame it would be if we were having a conversation collectively and each of us didn't give one another the opportunity to share a little bit about their experiences, because I can tell you truthfully, I don't know how you can become creative and differentiatable if you don't listen to the perspectives of others. So I ask firstly, that you think a little bit about your ability to communicate and how good of a listener are you really. The second thing that comes to mind as I talk is, when you make a commitment, do as you say. People rally around people who get things done. People rally around people who make commitments and are infallible in their delivery of those results. But we all know things come up that we can't control, and sometimes that creates an impediment to our ability to create closure. So all you have to do there is communicate and make it right, because there's certain things we just can't control. So the second attribute is, do as you say, make commitments. The third one ties into the first element in terms of communication and listening skills, and this to me is huge. It's being able to practice diversity of thought. Again, when I graduated from school, I thought I had a pretty good handle on things. I was fairly sure-footed. I was fairly confident. And quite frankly, at times, I'm not sure I gave the other person across the table from me the time of day because I had all the answers. When I learned through my time at Rockwell Collins that the way you can compete effectively and dominate in your industry is to differentiate your solutions and become more creative and deliver to your customer better value. And there's no better way to accomplish that than to create an opportunity for yourself to share ideas about the understanding of a problem and to share your perspectives on how to go solve those problems. I can guarantee you three things. You'll all die someday, we'll all pay taxes, and thirdly, if you practice diversity of thought, you will end up with far more creative solutions to the problems you or your customers or your families or friends face. The fourth attribute I'd like to call the art of critical thinking. And I don't think a lot of people in this group are going to have trouble with this, given the fact that it's part of ingrained in you when you go through a rigorous education like you did here. And that means taking thoughtful time to evaluate the situation and the perspectives before you jump to judgment. People sometimes are quick to jump to the obvious. You will end up being a lot more successful, a lot more correct, and a lot more able to help others if you practice complexity of thought. And don't jump to the obvious. Think deeply before you drag judgment. The last point I'd like to raise is becoming more of a positive influence for those around you. All too often we get thrown in front of us through advertisements and through all of the ways we communicate all the negatives in this world. And sure, we have our challenges and we have our problems. But to me, that's not very invigorating. It sometimes causes me pause, and most of the time I walk away and start practicing what I asked you to practice early on and start thinking about how lucky I really am and not dwell on the negative. But I ask you all try to practice that. Worry less. Spend a little time thinking about yourself and taking care of yourself. When you're in the presence of somebody else, give them the benefit of being here now. Show appreciation for having others around you that care about you. One thing I found that really helped me is I went and undid a wrong. I won't go into the story, but this particular situation had bothered me for years, and both of the people involved in the situation were rather hard-headed, me being the most of that, and I figured it would be best to lay the olive branch out, undo the wrong, rekindle a friendship that has been so accretive to my life. And Charlie Weber, God bless you, and I thank you. If you do that, if you do those things, what I want for you is to wake up every morning feeling really good about yourself and ready to go take on the challenges for the day. In closing, I want to give you a couple other things to think about. Every morning when I wake up, I think about three things. Every morning, before I spin around the bed, go to the bathroom, and brush my teeth. The first thing I do is I think about, man, I'm going to have fun today. That doesn't mean I'm going to go tell stories at the water cooler, or I'm going to go play pool, or go on the computer and shop or whatever. That's not what I mean by fun. Fun means I'm going to live my passion today. Living my passion, what I love to do is make a difference in other people's lives. So I try to steer my time and attention during the day to doing just that, having fun. The second thing that I ask myself to do is I want to feel like my time on this earth is making a difference. And so whoever I interact with, whatever role or effort I'm engaged in, I work very hard to make that result end up being a focus to make somebody else's life a little better. I want to make a difference. We all want to feel like our time is appreciated and it's well earned. The last thing that I think is absolutely crucial, graduates, please listen to this very carefully. Your learning doesn't stop when you graduate. Your learning just begins. I'd like you to test every day with trying to learn something new each and every day you're on this earth. Think about how you can expand your horizons, become more well-equipped to solve an ever-increasingly set of diverse challenges. And can you think of a better way to feel more enriched, more enlightened, more current, and more passionate than feeling good about your knowledge and how you can make a difference in someone else's life? So learn, have fun, and make a difference every day, and I guarantee you, you'll do what I hope that I'm aimed to do in my life, and that's to reach your full potential. I'd like to end by saying God bless you all. Thank you so much for your patience and your time and your energy. I hope I've given you all at least one thing to think about that will make the time that we've spent together this morning accretive for you. And again, I wish you nothing but the best of health, happiness, and prosperity. Have a great day.
Bob, thank you very much. And I think for the students out here, you understand the sort of mentorship I've had over the years as well from this man over to my right here. It's energizing every morning when you hear that kind of a message. I'd like to formally thank you, Bob, for taking the time to come and spend with us here. And at this point, what I'd like to do is present you with a special gift on behalf of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. It's a special eagle that represents this fine university, and hopefully you'll cherish it and put it somewhere where you see it every day when you get up. So Bob, please come forward.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Barry. Yeah, you like it? That's beautiful. Just don't drop it. No, no. Well said, Bob.
Thank you all. Best of luck to you.
Thanks, Bob.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the president of the senior class, Mr. Joshua Pevitz.
To my fellow graduating senior class, hello. If I were to ask you to summarize in one word what your college experience has been about, what would you say? Well, the obvious answer is simple. It's academics. That's fair. Let's go ahead and start there. We've all passed enough classes to walk across this stage today. A good chunk of our time has been spent developing a knowledge base and career competencies. To do so, we've no doubt painstakingly practiced problems to perfection, studied unceasingly to secure at least C's, and consumed countless cups of caramel-colored coffee. We've gotten frustrated about new topics, contemplated life if we drop out, and had rough days where due tomorrow meant I'm doing it tomorrow. We've persisted through those late nights, slaving away at assignments, done our best to stay focused on the duller lectures, not that any lecture is dull, professors, and struggled to understand befuddling concepts. We've gotten over these difficulties with the primary goal of achieving that honor that will be bestowed upon us today, graduation. I thought my college experience was about that valuable diploma, about reaching today much smarter than when I arrived and with an understanding of the foundation of my career to come. No doubt today does mark that accomplishment for us. But because we have attended this great university, our time in Daytona has provided us with so much more. Friendships, a duty for service, confidence, morality, pride, and so many other virtuous traits. To describe an idea which captures our purpose beyond an academic basis cannot be done succinctly. However, to choose a word that characterizes our college experience, I offer community. There's a rich diversity in the walks of life from which our class is composed of, notably in location. Some of us had ventured far from our families to come here, crossing state lines and even oceans. It has become a sacrifice for them and ourselves to spend so much time so far apart. And for that, we are thankful. Although their support can never be replaced, it became harder to access. In turn, we have made new, close connections and bonds to use as support among our peers. We've turned to the new formed friendships in times of impending stress and dreadful tests. Past this day, we will continue to rely on them because these valued friendships are not for college days alone. We've all found places on campus which we consider our homes, I found mine in the wonderful community of the Honors Program. Within our homes, there has been much to learn, but there has been much more beyond that that has shaped us into the college graduates we've become today. It has not been the things that we have been surrounded by which have made our time here valuable, but it has been the people which form our entire community. Our community isn't just composed of the friends, the family, and our niches on campus I've spoken of. It's them, and it's much, much more. It's been the financial service employee who assured you that you could make ends meet despite your unadulterated panic. The Sodexo staff who remembered your name and your order. The safety officer that jump-started your car at the end of an already too long of a day. The student engagement team which helped you pull off an event that you procrastinated in setting up. The faculty members who never failed to complete their duties with enthusiasm. The records employee who let you down easy when they said you'd have to go somewhere else to get the answer you were looking for. The custodial grounds maintenance crews who do the invisible work of keeping our environment looking great. The family members who prayed just as much, if not more, that you would make it to this day. The advisor who helped you revise your 4 or 5-year plan. Again, the student leaders who worked tirelessly, the professor who answered the same question for the 8th time, the friends who drove you to your car way over in the ICI lot, and the roommates that passive-aggressively suggested you wash your dishes. Maybe it was more direct, speaking of which, Shane and Tyler, wash your dishes. Everywhere you looked, there was someone doing their best to make you and your experience better. In turn, it has become your duty and your responsibility to repay that favor. Just as those around us have encouraged us to grow, so too should we look to improve others. As graduates, we have an obligation to help those coming next and take action to strengthen the global Embry-Riddle community. Take this culture and apply it to the jobs we start, the neighborhoods we move to, and the families we build. Our time with this university does not end today because we are forever Eagles. Thank you.
Well done, well done. Thank you, Josh. Those of our guests here today are noticing that there's a sort of different variations of the regalia that we're wearing and the cords and the other items, and probably wondering or asking the person next to you, what do all those different things mean, the cords and etc. So I'd like to take a moment before we start recognizing our graduates to explain a little bit of it, and actually, as part of that, recognize special graduates with us here today. So let me start by take a moment to share with you that each of our master's degrees candidates who are here with us today, they'll receive their degree today, and they're wearing hoods representing their specific field of study. And those hoods were actually awarded yesterday in a special ceremony. So as they come up to receive their degree and that have the degrees conferred, the hood that they're wearing represents the master's degree that they were awarded. I'd also like to share information about our other graduate and undergraduate candidates. When our degree candidates cross the stage, you'll notice a number of them are wearing medallions, honor cords, or stoles. And I'd like to take a moment to explain the significance of each of these. Those master's degree candidates wearing gold medallions are graduating with distinction because they have achieved a grade point average, basically a 4.0. In other words, they're perfect. So as a group, would those master's degree students with the gold medallion please stand and be recognized? Well done. For the undergraduates, those wearing white cords, the white cord, have achieved grade point averages of between 3.5 and 3.69, and they're graduating cum laude, and in other words, with honors. And so as a group, would those undergraduates please stand, those graduating with honors? Congratulations. The undergraduates who are wearing the red cords have achieved grade point averages between 3.7 and 3.89, and they're graduating magna cum laude, in other words, with great honors. So now, would you please stand and be recognized for your achievement? Well done. And those undergraduates wearing the gold cord have earned a grade point average basically between 3.9 and 4.0. And those particular students are graduating summa cum laude, in other words, with highest honors. And please, at this point, stand and be recognized. Congratulations. I'd also like to call your attention to the flags that are behind the graduates here. These represent the 50 countries of our international students who have enriched our university with their classroom discussion and cultural perspectives and will serve as our informal ambassadors throughout the globe as they go forward. So as a group, if you're an international student, please stand at this point and be recognized. Thank you for joining us. We're also proud to recognize our student athletes who represent the 20 different teams at the Daytona Beach campus. Our students athletes embrace the philosophy of student, purser, person, player. In other words, I like to refer to them as scholar athletes. These individuals are committed to personal growth, character development, serving the greater good of the campus and community, embracing the ideals of the NCAA Division II Life in Balance program. Today, we're proud to have our student athletes as they achieved academic success along with their athletic achievements. And as a group, would the student athletes please stand at this point and be recognized? As they come across the stage, you'll also recognize that a number of our graduating students are veterans of military service to our great country. These graduates are wearing stoles reflecting our recognition of their service. And as a group, will our graduating veterans please stand at this point and be recognized? Continuing our recognition of special achievements, Embry-Riddle is fortunate to have U.S. Armed Forces commissioning programs in Air Force, Army, Navy, and Marine ROTC. Some of our students also join the Coast Guard through off-campus programs. We're extremely proud of our graduates who have or will become the newest second lieutenants and ensigns in our nation's armed forces. As a group, would these students please stand at this point and be recognized? Congratulations. And now we proceed to what we've all been waiting for, the awarding of our degrees. We begin our ceremony today by honoring one of our fallen eagles. The university recognizes a sense of loss that faculty and staff feel when a student passes away. One means of expressing our gratitude for the student's life and academic work is to award that student a posthumous degree. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and on recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confer upon Colton J. Butterfield the Bachelor of Science in Aeronautics with all rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Will you all please join me in a moment of silence? Thank you. Now I have the distinct pleasure of introducing our PhD candidates who will be hooded here on the stage. Embry-Riddle's hood reflects the school's colors, royal blue and gold. The field of graduate study is designated by the color of the satin bindings. lemon for engineering physics, gold for human factors, and silver for aviation. Will the candidates for the PhD in engineering physics, PhD in human factors, and PhD in aviation please rise? Ready? It's my honor to recognize our candidates for the PhD in engineering physics, as recommended by the College of Arts and Sciences. Our first is Yufeng Guo. Dissertation title, Gravity Wave and Turbulence Transport in Mesopause Region. Dissertation Committee Chair was Professor Alan Liu, PhD. Congratulations. Congratulations.
That's you? Very good. Come on over here.
Our second PhD graduate is Samuel Jamie Kitchen McKinley. Title of his dissertation is Variable Structure Feedback Control with Application to Spacecraft with Small Thrust Propulsion Systems. Dissertation Committee Chair was Sergei Drakonov, PhD. Well done. Congratulations. It's my honor to recognize our candidates for the PhD in Human Factors as recommended by the College of Arts and Sciences. Tracy Litzinger, PhD dissertation title, A Prospective Investigation to Develop Data-Driven Interventions and Improve Process Efficiency at a Level 2 Trauma Center. Dissertation chair is Albert Bouquet, PhD. Albert, doctor. Congratulations. Kristen Lise Welsh Webster. Dissertation title, Evaluation of a Scientifically Developed Anesthesiology Handoff Protocol. Dissertation chair, Joseph Keebler, PhD. Congratulations. Well done. Well done. Proud moment. All right. Congratulations. Thank you. It's my honor now to recognize our candidates for the PhD in Aviation as recommended by the College of Aviation. Eric R. Baker, dissertation title, Comparative Analysis of Conventional Electronic and Oz Concept Displays for Aircraft Energy Management, dissertation committee chair, Heidi Cuevas, PhD. Very good. Congratulations. Thank you. Our next PhD is Stephen Curran, dissertation title, Modeling the Use of an Airborne Platform for Cellular Communications Following Disruptions, dissertation committee chair, Mark Friend, PhD. Congratulations. Photo here. Our next PhD is to Jing Yu Pan, dissertation title, Investigation of Passengers' Intentions to Use High-Speed Rail and Low-Cost Carriers in China. Dissertation Committee Chair, Dothang Trong, PhD. And our last presentation for today is Gregory Stephen Wu, dissertation title, Visual Detection of Small Unmanned Aircraft, Modeling the Limits of Human Pilots, dissertation committee chair, again, Dothang Trong, PhD. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you very much. We have two PhDs that were not able to join us today, and I just want to mention them here for the record and to congratulate them. Casey Richardson, dissertation title, Applications of the Technology Acceptance Model to Integration of the Automatic Ground Collision Avoidance Systems in Fighter Aircraft Operations, again, chaired by Dothang Trong. And Timothy Sestak, dissertation title, Effect of Surface Materials and Morphology on Wingsuit Aerodynamics. And I was able to hood him at the Prescott ceremony just Saturday morning. So congratulations to those two as well for an incredible achievement. So please join me in congratulating these men and women who put a lot of effort in to get the PhD completed, and we're very proud of you.
This concludes the presentation of PhD degrees. The faculty is now pleased to present the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Aviation, the College of Business, and the College of Engineering. At this time, I invite Dr. Karen Gaines, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, to come forward.
Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? Dr. Butler, it is my honor to present candidates for master's degree as recommended by the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Human Factors. Heather Lynn DeLeo. Ariel Renee Jenis. Matthew David Myers. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Human Factors and concludes the presentation of master's degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Dr. Alan Stolzer, Dean of the College of Aviation.
Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Aviation please rise? Dr. Butler, it is my honor to present candidates for master's degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Aviation.
Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Aeronautics. Jay Chen. Revant Gadapalli. Brendan J. Gelb. Seeing Guo. Nakaman Panyuvatharet. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Aeronautics. It also concludes our presentation of master's degrees from the College of Aviation.
Dr. Mike Williams, Dean of the College of Business.
Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Business please rise? Dr. Butler, it is my honor to present candidates for master's degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Business.
Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Business Administration. Joanne Clavel, graduating with distinction, member of Delta Mu Delta. Eduardo Daya Mea Fajardo. Sophie Druo Tassif, graduating with distinction, member of Business Eagle and Delta Mu Delta. Daniel Gerard Frasco. Yuting Liu, member of Delta Mu Delta. Aunt Elm Mache, graduating with distinction, member of the Business Eagles and Delta Mu Delta. Maite Natalia Moscoso, also graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration graduating magna cum laude, and a member of the honors program. Christopher C. Molasoko, member of Delta Mu Delta. Marie-Pierre Sarre, member of the Business Eagles program and Delta Mu Delta. Leming Yan. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Business Administration. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Business Administration in Aviation Management. Andres Felipe Aparicio. Sayuen Du Jeffrey. Hao Gong. Rona Rando Bravo, graduating with distinction. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Business Administration in Aviation Management. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Aviation Finance. Gerson Janice May, member of the Business Eagles. Viraj Vijay Viba Oza, member of the Business Eagles and Delta Mu Delta. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Aviation Finance. Now presenting the candidate for the Master of Science in Project Management, Khadijah Hunt. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Project Management and concludes the presentation of master's degrees from the College of Business.
Dr. Maj Memorani, Dean of the College of Engineering.
Will the candidates for master's degrees from the College of Engineering please rise? Dr. Butler, it is my honor to present candidates for master's degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Engineering.
Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Aerospace Engineering. Jagadesh Prabhakaran. Samprada Shrista. Saranj Srivastav. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Aerospace Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Mohammed Anis, Fulbright Scholar. Divinya Berder. Mei Chong Chan, graduating with distinction, member of Tau Beta Pi. Jaya Pradeep Chandrasekaran. Pavan Kumar Chinta, graduating with distinction. Javier Fernando Cisneros Garces, graduating with distinction. Diego Fernando Garcia Herrera, graduating with distinction. Vinay Gopal Krishnan. Jaime Gutierrez de Villasante, Luis Francisco Hill Spranger, Patrick Copper, graduating with distinction, Fulbright Scholar and member of Tau Beta Pi. James Benjamin Lewis. Jing C. Lilly, graduating with distinction, member of Tau Beta Pi. Santos Kumar Loganathan. Sean Robert O'Toole. Ravi Karan Ranatharan. Srija Riyakam. Stanislav Sikulski. Asher Michael Smith, graduating with distinction, member Sigma Gamma Tau and Tau Beta Pi. Mohan Damini Trichinopoli. John Anthony Willems, graduating with distinction, member of Tau Beta Pi and the McNair Scholars Program, also graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering. Amber Mongshu Ching, graduating with distinction. David Michael Roach. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Jeremy D. Brown, graduating with distinction. Andrea Giselle Ceballos Avila. Xingyu Chan. Chandra Sekhar Korapati. Qianyi Li. Bradley S. Salox. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Software Engineering. Thomas Stewart Colborn, graduating with distinction. Zayad Ali Dagriri. Kushbu Chinmay Dalla. Jiaoyong Fu. Alexandria Abigail Spradlin, also graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering, graduating with distinction and summa cum laude, and a member of Eta Kappa Nu. Jessica Ann Updegrove, graduating with distinction. Wenxin Wang. Ajith Kumar Nambiar. Michael James Nisip, graduating with distinction. Amrutha Varshini Perry. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Systems Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the Master of Science in Unmanned and Autonomous Systems Engineering. Cindy Schutte. Esteban Sanchez Armijos. This concludes the candidates for the Master of Science in Unmanned and Autonomous Systems Engineering. Now presenting our candidate for the Master of Software Engineering, Jake Crew Neighbors, graduating with distinction. This concludes the candidate for the Master of Software Engineering and concludes our awarding of master's degrees from the College of Engineering and the awarding of master's degrees this morning. And now, the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Aviation, the College of Business, and the College of Engineering are pleased to present their candidates for undergraduate degrees. Dr. Gaines will now present the undergraduate candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Will the candidates for undergraduate degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? Dr. Butler, it is my honor to present the candidates for undergraduate degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Astronomy and Astrophysics. William Charles Fanning, magna cum laude. This concludes the candidate for the Bachelor of Science in Astronomy and Astrophysics. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Communication. Second Lieutenant United States Marine Corps, Francis Robert Casson. Julia Claire Maloney. This concludes the candidate for the Bachelor of Science in Communication. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Computational Mathematics. Namwa Jeremiah Dalla, cum laude, Sigma Gamma Tau, Tau Beta Pi. Deanna Riley. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Computational Mathematics. Christina Lorraine Nicholson. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Engineering Physics. William Harrison Griffin, Senior Class Counsel. Jessica Hagan. Guy Toyer Nyland. Second Lieutenant United States Air Force, Joseph Peter Straup, graduating cum laude. Guillermo Alejandro Wensjo. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Engineering Physics. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Homeland Security. Eduardo Chavez Bardina, cum laude. Lazim Chowdhury. Douglas Robertson Fitzgerald. Shannon Lynn Gardner, also graduating with a major in Global Conflict Studies. Fazit Gonzalez. Samantha Hathaway, graduating magna cum laude. Jessica Brooke Johnson, Omicron Delta Kappa, Order of the Sword and Shield. Alex Randall Lighthizer. Chelsea McNally, graduating magna cum laude. Michaela Murphy, magna cum laude. William Daniel Netzwicki. Gustavo Nikolai Pavan. Nicholas Wright Pupamayo. Sean Liam Riley, graduating cum laude. Tyler Stangley, cum laude. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Homeland Security. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Human Factors Psychology. Cassandra Elizabeth Adams, cum laude, Psi Chi. Ayana Marche Creer, McNair Scholars Program, Psi Chi. Anthony Sandoval, Psi Chi. Richard John Simonson. Christopher Lawrence Swanson. Lindsay Tyson. Tyler Joseph Wallowitz, cum laude. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Human Factors Psychology. Now presenting the candidate for the Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies. Nicholas Robert Hall. This concludes the candidate for the Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies. This also concludes the presentation of undergraduate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Stolzer will present the undergraduate candidates from the College of Aviation.
Will the candidates for undergraduate degrees in the College of Aviation please rise? Dr. Butler, it is my honor to present the candidates for undergraduate degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Aviation.
Because when I called Deanna Riley, the person that was in front of her was right after her, so they mixed cards up when they gave it to me.
Now presenting the candidates for the Associate of Science in Aeronautics. Randall D. Taylor, cum laude. This concludes the candidates for the Associate of Science in Aeronautics. Now presenting the candidates for the Associate of Science in Aviation Maintenance Science. Benjamin Carl Heinrich. Dominic Ruggieri. Zachary Walter Stair. This concludes the candidates for the Associate of Science in Aviation Maintenance Science. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Aeronautical Science. Moyad Abdul Jawad. Peter Joseph Abreu. Fayez Rashad Amin. Carl R. Anderson. Jonathan David Anglin. Kara Gallagher Baldwin. Eugenio Yaro Barreto. Margaret Jean Bass. Sean Sullivan Beatty. Matthew Beasley. Casey Danielle Beekner, cum laude. Tyler Boyd. Daniel John Berganti, summa cum laude, honors program, Order of Omega. Christopher Lee Brinley. Maxwell John Bunke. Jordan Burns. Luis Miguel Calle Mendez. Constantine George Charalab. Ronaldo Youssef Churem Zerpa, cum laude. Kakit Chow. Caroline Elizabeth Colombo. Trevor Jordan Eady, cum laude, honors program. Logan Matthew Farrell, magna cum laude. Arman Fazul. Tyler Lloyd Flowers. Gadiela Gurit Gager. Corey Tyler Garcia. Twain Joshua Greiner. Jason Alexander Grossman. Jenna Hawkins. Kenneth Dean Henninger. Matthew Dennis Hulett. Jermaine Hadley Jerry, cum laude. Daniela Jospeth Casalo Salas. Wyatt Alexander Kearns. Second Lieutenant United States Army, Joshua Keith Line. Brandon Reed Kelly. Jacob Russell Kennedy. Chiwoo Kim, magna cum laude. Daehyun Kim. James Hongkyum Kim. Jessica Nicole Keppen. Allison Elizabeth Lewis. Mackenzie Alexis Tower Lowen. Matthew E. Mackenstein. Cameron Edward McMillan. Nathan Willis Mitchell. Ryan Tyler Moore. Sayri O, magna cum laude. Devin Joseph Ormond. Ivan Pantovich. Jung Hua Park, magna cum laude. Daniel Max Peltzman. Matthew Perry. Raymond Nelson Funt. Carlo Jonathan Piccinini. Tyler Reed Rafferty. Eric Ray Richardson. Jesus Rodriguez Marino. Pedro Armando Santiago. Ian James Schroeder, cum laude. Keon Maxwell Slater. John Camden Smith III, cum laude, Alpha Omicron Alpha. Joshua Andrew Steef. Timothy Edward Stricker, cum laude, Alpha Omicron Alpha. Brandon Carl Swan. Alexandru Marius Rusuti. Summa cum laude, Alpha Omicron Alpha. Alexander Raymond Vetrano. Jeffrey William Weber. Thomas Edward Wishearth, cum laude. Brian Wolfendrin. Un Chan Yoon. Elizabeth Zurich. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Aeronautical Science. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Aeronautics. Daniel Eduardo Ayaya. Semser Azmaganbet. David Harley Bench. Young Kun Cho, magna cum laude, Omicron Delta Kappa. Chase Choi. Alexander Bruce Kramer. Christopher Davis. Brian Jerome Dubbs. Second Lieutenant United States Air Force, Corey Stephen Edwards. Nathaniel Jordan Flametis, magna cum laude. Ryan Manuel Garcia. Matthew Glenn. Wesley William Halstead. David Anthony Harris. Jacob Long. Nay V. Mehta. Milan Antonio Mercado. Joshua Robert Monroe. William Harm Overbeck. Charles Andrew Pfeiffer. Tabitha April Salt. Robert Michael Stith, summa cum laude. Timothy John Sweeney. Trevor Aaron Valerie, also graduating with an Associate of Science in Aviation Maintenance Science. William Harvey Voorhees, graduating magna cum laude. Zhuchao Zhou. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Aeronautics. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Aerospace and Occupational Safety. Suhad Ibrahim Al-Hindi. Jessica Nicole Strauss. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Aerospace and Occupational Safety. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Air Traffic Management. Johnson Adejo. David Campbell Barfoot. Stephanie Class. Andrea Echevarria, Iota Alpha Tau. Diego Hernandez. Douglas Morgan Pechniuk. Brian Perez. Ahana Sabu, magna cum laude, Iota Alpha Tau. Kevin Soder. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Air Traffic Management. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Aviation Maintenance Science. Waqif Ali Abdullah. Ryan Lewis Amar Atuga. Robert Albert Shane Galini. Justin Dyer. Jonathan Jacob Flores. Matthew Clayton David Gilbert. Dominic Antonio Hill. Sebastian Jacob, cum laude. Gabriel Nathan Kadanoff, cum laude, also graduating with an Associate of Science in Aviation Maintenance Science. Cassandra Ann K. Hunt. Andrew Kuther. Jefferson Bradley Luce. Gerald McKinney. Cole Joseph Mufelder. Jonathan Jose Murcia. Jonathan Martin Parkinson. Anthony Posada. Jason Allen Percal, also graduating with an Associate of Science in Aviation Maintenance Science. Lindsay Alicia Price, summa cum laude, National Society of Collegiate Scholars, Honors Program, Omicron Delta Kappa. Eric Segan. William Austin Sims. Donald Eugene Smith. Michael Chaviola. Royce Allen Wagner. Also graduating with an Associate of Science in Aviation Maintenance Science. Adrian Young. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Aviation Maintenance Science. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Commercial Space Operations. Robert C. Consolo, Student Government Association Psi Chi, also graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Human Factors Psychology. Kelly Randall Griffiths. Gavin Cyrus James, also graduating with Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Commercial Space Operations. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Operational Meteorology. Alicia Lynn Bayens, magna cum laude, Chi Epsilon Pi. Jennifer Danielle Brown, Chi Epsilon Pi, Iota Alpha Tau. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Operational Meteorology. Now presenting the candidate for the Bachelor of Science in Spaceflight Operations. Ryan Peter Ierardi. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Spaceflight Operations. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Unmanned Aircraft Systems Science. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Daniel Trent Abner. Devin Robert Allen, cum laude. Jesse Dylan Barks. Zachary Michael Bell, summa cum laude. Alistair Franklin Connell. Alexandra Catherine Dupre. Eric Don Dutkiss. Rohit Kishorsen Gohil. Morgan Joshua Hain. Michael Elliott Cradafil. Nathan Michael LeBlanc. Joshua Big Joan Lee. Natalie Looper. Christopher Joseph Morgan. Michael Dominique Morgan, Senior Class Counsel. Joseph Michael David Perry, magna cum laude, Psi Chi. Larry Christopher Sanders. Andrew Seep. Walter Solis, cum laude. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Unmanned Aircraft Systems Science. It also concludes the presentation of undergraduate degrees from the College of Aviation. Dr. Williams will present the undergraduate candidates from the College of Business.
Will the candidates for undergraduate degrees in the College of Business please rise? Dr. Butler, it is my honor to present the candidates for undergraduate degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Business.
Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Aviation Business Administration. Wayne Kenneth Cawley, Senior Class Counsel and Phi Beta Lambda. Kevin Fernando. John Hardy, graduating cum laude. John Jenkins, graduating cum laude and a member of the Business Eagles. Mansoor Muhammad Khan, graduating summa cum laude and a member of Delta Mu Delta. Ali Lashin. Sung-hee Lee, graduating cum laude. Norma Jean Rumbizai Mawumbe, graduating magna cum laude, a member of Delta Mu Delta and Order of Omega. Mackenzie Lauren Medley, graduating summa cum laude and a member of Delta Mu Delta. Chennai Junior Okoye. Audrey Perios, graduating cum laude, member of the Student Government Association and Phi Beta Lambda. Raina Pierce, graduating cum laude. Jacqueline Rose Trader, graduating magna cum laude. Stephen Everett Woolheiser. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Aviation Business Administration. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Evelina Abdurkomarnov. Carlos Beke Elashua, graduating summa cum laude. Katerina Georgieva Borova, graduating cum laude, a member of the Business Eagles. Kenneth Richard Burkhead. Austin Thomas Burton. Elizabeth Hannah Floyd. Joshua Andrew Garcia. Helena Maria Hansen, graduating cum laude. Asia Hershenson. Alexandria Phelan Manessis, graduating cum laude. J. Rhett Montana, also graduating with a major in computational mathematics. Kaiden Jared Shopper. Karumbir Singh. Spencer William Tobin. Kyle Zerbies. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. It also concludes the presentation of undergraduate degrees from the College of Business. Dr. Amir Marani will now present the undergraduate candidates from the College of Engineering.
Will the candidates for undergraduate degrees in the College of Engineering please rise? Dr. Butler, it is my honor to present the candidates for the undergraduate degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Engineering.
Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Michael Todd Alexander, graduating magna cum laude, member of the Honors Program in Sigma Gamma Tau. Abdul Rahman Mohammed Salmin Al-Jui. Brennan Anthony Astorga. Hannah Potter Benigno. Rajan Batnagar. Zachary David Blumhart. Joshua Colin Booker. Sarah Elizabeth Brodor, graduating cum laude, Senior Class Council Vice President, and a member of the Student Government Association. Mamet Talia Jakir. Alessandra Dantia Carno, graduating summa cum laude, member of Alpha Phi Omega and Alpha Delta Nu in the honors program. Tyler Craig Kao, member of the honors program. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Lance Eugene Clodfelter. Eric Daniel Clute. Michael Patrick Cuff, member of the Order of Omega. Joshua James Da Silva. Paola M. Diaz Gonzalez. Anthony DiNopoli Marzano. O'Neill Raymond Dobbs. Richard Duvall. Taylor Caroline Fazani. Graduating cum laude, member of the honors program in Sigma Gamma Tau. Ensign United States Navy, Mark Daniel Foreman, graduating cum laude. Alejandra Carolina Gaibor Heckham, graduating cum laude. Matthew Peter Graves, graduating cum laude, member of Sigma Gamma Tau and Tau Beta Pi. Amy X. Gray, member of the Senior Class Council. James Michael Grayson. Jessica Hadi Brata, member of the Senior Class Council. Joanna Hernandez, member of Tau Beta Pi. Nishiganti Nayagesh Kelker, graduating summa cum laude, member of the National Society of Collegiate Scholars in the honors program. Lucy Virginia Clethermus Jones. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Devin Joseph Lijou. Graduating cum laude and a distinguished military graduate. Marcus Lewis Mayton. Bruno Malo Torres Trueba. Abdul Manarvi, graduating cum laude. Shane M. McConnon. Christian Glenn McLeod. Mohammed Wasef Memon, graduating cum laude and a member of Sigma Gamma Tau. Adam Michael Metrick, graduating cum laude. Taylor James Moberly, graduating magna cum laude and a member of the honors program. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Kevin Gabriel Montez Gregsimer. Alexander Nobuhiro Nagahashi, graduating cum laude. Trevor William Parrott. Daniel J. Petrella. Joshua Pevitz, graduating cum laude, Senior Class Council President in the Honors Program. Nicholas Quake, graduating magna cum laude, member of Sigma Gamma Tau and Tau Beta Pi. Ensign, United States Navy, Morgan Elizabeth Quinley, graduating cum laude. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Bradley Raymond Radabaugh. Brian Reese, member of the Senior Class Council. Abhinandan Singh Rissam. Seth Ryan Rosenstein. Mackenzie Thomas Russo. Daniel Alberto Salazar Grilava. Henry Schnarr. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Daniel Shea. Sumit Asan Shibib, graduating magna cum laude, member of Cap Mu Epsilon and Tau Beta Pi. Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Tyrone J.C. Smalls. William Matthew Smith. Travis Scott Stewart, graduating summa cum laude. Pablo Andres Valdivieso, graduating cum laude. Jacob H. Westerman. Chivalry Shi Wu. Matthew Todd Zollinger, graduating magna cum laude, member of Sigma Gamma Tau and Tau Beta Pi. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Lincoln LaShare Kelly. Devin Lambert Wall. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. Ensign, United States Navy, Logan William Kraus. Ensign, United States Navy, Isabel Renee Larson. Matthew Stephen Welch. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. Now presenting the candidate for the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Adriana K. Strelo. Now presenting the candidate for the Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Gregory Michael Rose, graduating magna cum laude. Now presenting the candidate for the Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Rashed Mohammed Al-Hamadi, graduating magna cum laude. Mohammed Isa Al-Kanbuli, Saud M. Al-Masoud, Ali N. Aka'a Al-Musallam, Hamed Solom Al-Ruahi, Adam Izeldin Al-Tahawi, Mary Catherine Austin, Arnaldo Anselmo Carrasquillo, Gregory D. Cesaroni, Luke Fernando de Cardes, Michael Ryan Douglas, Keith Daniel Derringer, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, John Michael Driscoll, Megan Kathleen Dunn, graduating magna cum laude, member of Omicron Delta Kappa and Tau Beta Pi. Brian Andrew Grusdiz, member of Omicron Delta Kappa. Taylor Reed Lyons, Ryan Claude Maxon, Brent Philip Miles, Karin Morissette, Jonathan Alexander Prine, Hezekiah C. Rabez, Alec Bernard Schrock, graduating cum laude, member of the Order of Omega. Jesse Aaron Sparling, Nathan Taylor Stanton, Brandon Nicholas Steffens, Second Lieutenant, United States Marine Corps, Colby Lee Wickman. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Now presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering. Brandon Timothy Kent, Jonathan William Rock, Marco Trelia. This concludes the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering and concludes the presentation of undergraduate degrees from the College of Engineering and concludes our presentation of undergraduate degrees today. At this time, I would like to introduce to you Mr. Bill Thompson, the Executive Director of Alumni Relations.
Good afternoon, and congratulations, graduates. On behalf of the Alumni Association, we welcome you to the Embry-Riddle alumni family. Together with our 125,000 plus alumni located around the globe, you are now Eagles for life. You are forever united through your shared passion and your experiences here at Embry-Riddle. And today, when you cross the stage, you also received a pin signifying your alumni status. Please wear that pin with pride, as it is a symbol of your alma mater. We know that you will soar to new heights, and we are positive that you will be leaders in your communities and your careers. So as you progress in your lives and your professions, we encourage you to stay connected. Return to Embry-Riddle, either campus, Daytona, or Prescott for your homecoming events. Come to our alumni events located around the globe, and always help your fellow Eagles when they need mentorship, guidance, or support. But most importantly, graduates, congratulations, and remember, you are forever an Eagle. Congratulations.
So now, here's the moment we've all been waiting for. Will the graduates please stand at this time and remain standing? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer on you, as appropriate, the Associates in Sciences degree, the Bachelor's of Science degree, the Master's degree, and the PhD degree, with all rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities appertaining hereto. Congratulations. You may now move your tassel to the left side of your mortarboard.
Everyone, please stand as we present to you our alma mater, performed by the Acapellas.
Eagles gather near, we lift our voices loud and clear, soaring high, O alma mater, threads of blue and gold. United we soar in vast open skies. Embry-Riddle we hail thee, great memories we'll hold. So here's to you, old ERAU, alma mater true. We pledge in love and harmony our loyalty to you.
Remix!
Singing thy praise, remembering the days. Coast to coast around the world, our bond forever true. Embracing our dreams with pride far and wide. Embry-Riddle we hail thee, great memories we'll hold. So here's to you, old ERAU, alma mater true. We pledge in love and harmony our loyalty to you.
We are delighted that all of you could be here today and share this special occasion. Family and friends, please exit the way you came in through the West Concourse and meet your graduates on the north side, the parking side of the building. Thank you. Please remain standing as Reverend Keck offers the benediction.
Graduates, you have heard your commencement speaker talk about the importance of having a plan for making a difference, having a positive impact in the world, and being willing even to correct a mistake or to right a wrong that you've done. You heard your class speaker speak so beautifully of the culture of the campus, where I think he said everywhere you looked, you'd see someone working his or her hardest to help you succeed. And you have that image and thought about the wrongs and the mistakes you might have made. You may be wondering, yeah, maybe I do have a mistake I need to take care of, a wrong I need to right, but everybody's heading out today and I won't get to see them and do what I need to do. But as your chaplain, I'm here to tell you, there is no wrong that cannot be taken care of, no problem that cannot be solved by a generous donation to the university. All you do is put chaplain's office in the memo and add 1 digit to the amount you were originally thinking of. If you screwed up, I would suggest 2 digits. And if you really, really screwed up, let's talk about estate planning. But as an estate, that's a legacy, and your commencement speaker spoke of legacies. What will be your legacy? Will be a legacy of safety, keeping your people safe. Will be a legacy of discovering something new or doing something better. Will be the gift of taking care of your family. What's your legacy going to be? Make us proud, whatever it is, because we know you can do it. Go forth in peace and go forth with God's blessing. And let all God's children say, amen. Family and friends, please be seated. We ask that you remain seated until the platform party and all graduates have left the arena. Thank you.
Thank you.